Yay, okay. Let me clear the annotation. Okay. So what's next are Caesars, and they're a special type of aristocrat, but this time it's gonna make our life a lot easier because every single letter is moved by the same position. So as long as you can figure out what one letter has been moved by, every single other letter in the alphabet has also been moved by the same number of times. That's where the math comes in here. So for this one, um, right. So decode this phrase by Ralph Waldo Emerson, which has been coded using a Caesar cipher with a shift of 14. So that's really important because this tells us how much we shift our alphabet by. So do we know what F is? Like which letter of the alphabet F is? So when we see what F is, we add 14 to what F is, and then that's the letter it corresponds to. So forwards. And if you go over 26, you just start counting from the beginning. Okay. I'm gonna bring us
It Y?
um close, but not quite. Well, I'm gonna copy paste this so it's easy for us. Okay. Oh, okay. So you see that F is the 15, or not 15, fifth letter of the alphabet. So if you have 5 to 4, or if you have 14 to 5, you get 19. So Y is pretty close, but it's a bit too much. So all the F's would correspond to T. And I think our strategy to figure out like stuff problems like these faster, if you don't have the entire like this table memorized in your head and like all the like positions of the letters memorized, is that you can you can solve every other letter and then fill in the blanks. But as for now, we should just go through and fill out each of the letters. Do you want to fill out or try to find what T is? And then I'll try to find what Q is, and then we can do every other. Okay, it's fine. But if you count starting from the U, I think it should because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that should be H. But also, if you want, you can do 19 plus 14. I think is 33. And then if you subtract 26, which is how many letters there are in the alphabet, you get 7. So you can also do it that way.
I subtracted 25.
Oh, 26, because I don't know why everybody agreed to call A 0, but that counts, so you'd have to add like another one. If you want to fill in all the T's in with H's, that'd be good. And then if you want to move on to solving A, that could also be very useful. Okay, and honestly, instead of solving for X, you can just guess what X is. Or I think you should be able to guess what X is. It is only. And then after that, you can move on to doing D. Oh, yes, I did miss that. I think this is how. The only. Oh, do we want to guess what this word is? The only something to have a something. Yep, the only way to have a. I think this word is also guessable. The only way to have a. What do you think it is? Let's go back to solving like some of these, and then maybe we'll figure out what this is.
Is it a D?
Yep, it is a D. The only reward of virtue, blank virtue. Do you want to guess what this two-letter word is? Oh wait, this was actually an I. Oh, that makes it a lot easier. I think this word is guessable. Yep, it is fine. I think the only reward of virtue is either in or is. Which one do you think makes more sense? The only way to have. Yep, is to be. Hooray, okay. And I think this was the sorry, the timed question for one of the tests this year. And I think we solved it pretty fast actually. Like within 10 minutes probably. That's pretty impressive. But let's do the next one. Practice. These are just some of my profile. Oh, this is also a timed question. Okay, this one looks really terrible because it's really long, but we can probably start by looking for word patterns. So I guess what's also important is like punctuation, but typically I don't consider punctuation until we get like further down. But what stands out to me right away is this, like this pattern of A, B, C, D, C. This is gonna be really hard, but this is remind you of any English word that has like a pattern like this. It's okay, it's okay. I think it's there. So typically if you see a pattern like this, you should just replace it with there because there's really no other thing you can replace it with. But just keep that in mind, so it might make solving things easier in the future. So we can write there, and then we can just fill everything. T. Oh, E. Also, like this is a situation where guessing may not be like the quickest solution because E in general is more common than T in the English alphabet, but you see in this specific problem, T is actually more common than E. So that might throw you off. Oh, oh, do we want to guess this word? Oh,
The
actually, yeah, it is the. Also, I forgot we had the H. But yeah, that'd be like a case where guessing the word would be this. Oh, do we also want to guess this word? It's also not tree because these two letters aren't the same. So I think that leaves one other option.
um true?
Yep, it is tree. Let me just. Oh, oh, did you guys learn about words that come after a comma? Because we have a comma here, and then there's like this word, and there's only really one word that can go there.
But
Yep, it is but. And then also, we know that G can either be oh, oops, A or I, but because this word is true, then it leaves one option that makes more sense than the other.
A?
Mm-hmm. This word is also almost finished. Do we have any guesses as to what this could be?
Mature? Major?
Yeah, it is nature. We can also guess this word. What is a English word that goes after a comma that connects two sentences? That starts with A and N. Yep. And all right, what about these two words? What is a noun that ends in A-N? Yeah, it is man. So, oh, there's only one A. That's really interesting. So true man never. Okay, we can figure that out later. What else is two? Oh, what word do we think this is?
About.
Mm-hmm. It is a word. So, J is one. C is we already have Z's. Oh. And what do we think this is? So it's a T, which means U probably has to be a vowel. But there's not a lot of vowels we can have left.
At, maybe?
Wait, what did you say?
Is it A?
We already have A over here.
Right.
So, so it can't be O because we have O.
It has to be I.
Yep, it is I. So that makes this into it. This makes it. So it's like his. So this is S. Oh wait, a true man never blinks about his. Okay, interesting. Also, you is okay, this is gravitation. EBT. I. This is probably O. So I is probably O. Where's the O? Never frets, that makes sense. Do you know what the word frets means?
Is it like, worries?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yes. You haven't figured out what S is? Neither have we figured out L or Q. Never frets about his blank and the. I think this looks like world because it's blank O-R blank D. I think that's another word pattern that's helpful to me. Or, yeah. World. W. Oh. Where's the other O? Swing. Or swings. Swing. Easy. Oops. Swings. Oops. Competitions. Do we have any guesses of what this word could be? What would someone not worry about? That's like unique or important.
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's okay. Since we're almost running out of time, let's see, place. I'm pretty sure. So that would make H equal to S. But do we know what this word is? What is an English word that ends with UST and describes like some sort of action?
Just? Must?
It's one of the two. We can write, this is C, J, M. Oh, actually, it can't be must because A is M. So that would make it just. Oh, okay. What does S is L? U is on. Okay. So, a true man never frets about his place in the world, but just slides into it by the gravitation of his nature and swings there as easily as a star. Yeah, I think that's a really hard quote to guess on its own, but it's not as bad when you are able to solve through it. Yeah, okay. Um, I have another practice that we won't be able to get to today, but I will post it on Google Classroom